Basmati rice is really good. The grains are really fine. Pretty much good with everything. So what I do, this is my little 1 cup measuring cup that I use. I'll go in with a cup of rice. I may make rice different from you guys. I just wanted to show you this. Okay, so I go in with my cup. Here, I go in with 2 cups of rice. Okay, so I got 2 cups of rice. So I'm going to need 4 cups of water. But before I do that, I like to crisp up my rice first. So I'm turning my pot on, and then what I like to do is I'm going to go in with a little bit of olive oil. And I don't remember what got me started doing it this way, y'all. But you know, with regular rice, it's just rice. So, you know, it's going to taste like rice. But if you want to give it a different feel, a different texture, you can toast it first. And by toasting it first, it's going to give it another extinguished flavor that you wouldn't get if you just took the rice and then poured the water right on top. This way, by you cooking the rice, put the oil in, then you can add your seasonings to it. And those seasonings is what's going to come out as you're doing it this way. So I got my rice, I got my oil, I got my pot turned up. I'm going to come in with some regular salt. If you don't put enough salt in your rice right now, you're not going to get the flavor. Trust me. The oil gets coated all on the rice grains. If you make your rice like this, tell me. Now, whatever seasons you want at this point, you can add to your rice. Depending on what flavor you're going for, what ethnicity type of rice you're going for. If you want a spicy type of rice, you can add your spicy seasoning. If you want a tomato-based flavor to your rice, you can add it at this point. So whatever flavor-based rice you're trying to go with, you add it right now. It's all on what you want to do. What flavor do you have? Experiment with your food. You don't always have to eat just the regular white rice, you know? You want to go ahead and stir it up. The main thing you also want to check for this is to make sure that it's flavored good. And what I mean by flavor good is making sure you have enough salt in your pot. And it is. So you just want to be able to taste the salt in the water. Now remember, it don't have to be too salty. No, I'm not telling you guys to make it salty. Again, if you don't season your water right now to try to go back and get that flavor after the rice is cooked, you're not going to get that same effect. The next rule of thumb is once you have your water in, you're going to set the timer for 15 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and put the top on this pot because you want to bring it to a boil first. Once you bring it to a boil first, you're going to cut it down and on a medium heat to let it finish out for the first 15 minutes. And then you're going to leave the top on for an additional 15 minutes so it can continue to cook. Don't peek now. We got the rice done. You hear the timer going off? Just give it a good shake. Don't open it. Just shake it. Okay. Go ahead and open your pot because I know you want to open your pot. But let's open the pot of rice together. The steam is still cooking the rice. If you can see it through the pot, you see how the basmati rice is like, you can see the individual grains of the rice. And by me toasting the rice, it just gave it that extra flavor. You can see the oil in the rice. So what we're about to do now, we're going to open up the pot. Bam. All the steam. You can see all the steam. And the reason why I'm saying don't open up the pot is because you see the steam that's still coming off of the pot. That means that the rice is still cooking, y'all. It's still cooking. And you don't want it to finish cooking before it's time. Yes, we set the timer for 15 minutes, but that does not mean that the 15 minutes is the end all be all. You want to keep that top on that lid so that way as the rice sits, it still has a chance to do what it does, comes together, make sure that each grain is nicely cooked perfectly. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you how it looks. See? And the good thing with the basmati, you see how it looks? It's not stuck together. At this point, you're fluffing up the rice. You did a good job. Now, you got to taste it. Is it seasoned good? Taste it. You made it to this point, you can taste your rice now. If it tastes with a pinch of salt in the background, you know, if you don't want the salt, that's fine too. Let me not say that, but just taste it, y'all.